This is the DJI Power 1000 portable power station, and I've been putting it to work on location shoots, camping weekends, and a couple of short power outages at home. From my experience, the headline is simple. It's a seriously strong, quiet, fast-charging box that favors performance and DJI ecosystem perks over convenience extras. Key features that stand out to me are the 1024 watt-hour Life PO4 battery, a 2200-watt pure sine wave inverter with a 2600-watt peak, dual 140-watt USB-C PD 3.1 ports, and 2 AC outlets. Life PO4 just means safer chemistry and longer life. DJI rates this pack for up to 4,000 cycles, which, in my opinion, is a big deal if you plan to use it often over many years. Pure sine wave means clean power, so I feel fine plugging in laptops, cameras, and even more sensitive gear. I've leaned on the fast wall charging a lot. There's a physical toggle for standard, around 600 watt, and fast, up to about 1200 watts, AC recharge. In fast, I consistently see 0 to 80% in around 50 minutes and full in roughly 70 minutes, which is great when I get home late and need it ready the next morning. Standard mode is slower, but easier on the cells, and I use that when I'm not in a rush. The fans are impressively quiet either way. DJI says 23 dBs. I can't measure that precisely, but in a silent room, I barely notice it humming during a recharge. On site, the two 140-watt USB-C ports have become my go-to. They push my 16-inch MacBook Pro at full speed while also topping off cameras or an iPad. They're powerful, but also simple. Plug, see the watts on the color display, and you're done. There are two USB-A ports for older accessories, and the AC outlets are spaced so big bricks don't crowd each other. The screen shows input, output, percentage, and what's active. I like how quick it is to glance and see real info without digging through menus. The SDC ports are where things get very DJI. With the right optional cable, I can charge DJI drone batteries way faster than any third-party power station I've tried. It's perfect for aerial workdays. With my Mavic 3 batteries, I'm going from roughly 10% to the mid-90s in about half an hour. That means I can fly one pack, let one cool, and charge one, and keep rotating with minimal downtime. For me, that's the single biggest reason to choose this unit if you fly DJI drones. Just note, you need the correct cable for each drone line, so if you own multiple models, you'll end up with multiple cables. Solar charging works, but it's accessory dependent. You need DJI's MPPT adapter to feed panels into an SDC port, and it supports up to 400 watts. In my opinion, the solar experience is good once set up, but it's not the quickest. With two 200-watt panels and decent sun, I typically see 280 to 350 watts coming in, and getting from low to full has taken most of a day for me, depending on clouds and panel angle. If you were hoping for a quick top-off by lunchtime, that's not realistic unless you barely use the battery. For vehicle charging, the dedicated car cable is slow and best for topping up while driving, not for a full empty to full. There's also a UPS mode. I tested it by running a desktop and my router with the unit plugged into wall power. When I pulled the plug from the wall, everything stayed on. DJI quotes under 20 milliseconds for switchover. I didn't see any reboots or hiccups. If you want a simple backup for short outages or to safely shut down, it's straightforward. Build quality feels premium. It's sturdy, with two solid side handles that actually make carrying a 32-ish pound box manageable for short distances. The top surface is flat and handy as a staging area for batteries and memory cards while I'm working. The size is 17.6 by 8.8 by 9 inches, so it's what I'd call car portable. I wouldn't hike with it, but sliding it in and out of the trunk is no problem. It's not all perfect. In my opinion, the biggest miss is the lack of a built-in 12-volt car socket. A lot of camping gear, like my portable fridge, expects that connection. You can add it with an adapter, but that uses one of the SDC ports, which you might also want for solar or drone charging. I've had to juggle connections more than I'd like. There's no wireless phone charging on top and no built-in light, which I don't need for work, but do miss when camping. App control also needs a separate dongle. I get why DJI funnels functions through accessories, but it adds cost and clutter. I keep the essential cables and dongles in a small pouch or case because when you forget one, the system's flexibility drops fast. To be transparent, I ran into a quirky overload beep twice early on when the unit wasn't actually overloaded. A firmware update cleared it up for me, and it's been stable ever since. I'm glad DJI is shipping updates, but I wish the app connectivity were built in so I didn't need extra hardware just to update and tweak battery charge limits. It's perfect for DJI pilots, production crews, and anyone who values speed and silence. If you shoot long days and want to keep drones, cameras, laptops, and lighting fed with minimal noise and maximum reliability, this thing fits. The power is ample for most household devices I care about in a pinch. I've run a coffee maker, a router plus multiple laptops, and even a small compressor at a job site. The inverter never felt strained within the 2200-watt continuous rating. From my experience, the quiet operation is a standout. I can sit with it in a living room or a quiet campsite and have a normal conversation while it charges or powers gear. That matters more to me than a flashy feature I'd rarely use. The long-life LFP cells also give me confidence I'm not burning through the battery's lifespan every time I fast charge. With up to 4,000 cycles and up to a 5-year warranty, it feels like a long-term tool, not a disposable gadget. I'd recommend this for creators already in the DJI ecosystem, remote workers who want quick recharges and quiet power, and homeowners who need a simple, compact backup for short outages. If your main use is overlanding with 12-volt appliances and you want to plug them in directly, or if you hate dealing with proprietary accessories, you might find the missing car socket in the dongle situation frustrating. In my opinion, DJI made clear trade-offs: top-tier charging speed, quiet fans, and drone integration over consumer conveniences. If those priorities match yours, it delivers. If you value universal ports and built-in extras more than DJI-specific performance, there are other options that might suit you better. In conclusion, the Power 1000 is a strong, quiet, fast charger with pro-leaning choices. It shines when used as the heart of a DJI field kit and a quick-turn power hub for modern laptops and cameras. It asks you to live with adapters and skip some niceties, but it pays you back with speed, silence, and reliable power. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe, drop your questions or your own experience in the comments, and I'll do my best to reply. Thank you for watching.